Hey guys, how's it going? This is the bald metal nerd coming at you, and I'm going to be doing a video. This video is going to be the third one in my Metallica series, and I, of course, am going to be talking about their classic 1986 album, Master of Puppets. Now, I actually currently own two releases of this thing on CD, and I'm going to do a video on these later. I, of course, have the standard release, and this is something a friend of mine actually gave me. I have the actual gold CD of this remaster, so I'll eventually talk about this in a video covering audio file releases of albums and all that. But I just wanted to show these off in this video because, well, this is the album I'm talking about. So I'll put these two down. Anyway, um, but to get back to it, this is the album that got me into heavier metal in the first place. It was the first Metallica album I ever owned and heard. I got this album in 1989 at age 11, a few months after I had gotten the first albums I ever picked out on my own. I was at a flea market with my parents, and I noticed Master of Puppets on cassette, and the cover art was one of the coolest things I had ever seen at that point in my life. Now, in fact, I still think it's pretty great. I had, of course, heard of Metallica, but I wasn't familiar with their music, so I decided to get the album and give it a try. When I got it home and listened to it, the album absolutely blew my mind. I had no idea at the time that any music sounded like this. It floored me, and I absolutely loved it. I knew that I had found my favorite type of music as soon as I had heard it. After listening to this, I knew I had to get more of Metallica's music next chance I got. And after getting some more of their music, I moved on to other bands. My extreme love of heavy metal truly grew from this album. But that's enough with the nostalgia. Let's go ahead and get on with the review. Now, the album starts off with Battery. It's a great acoustic intro with Spanish guitar, followed up with a ripping thrash number. Following that, you've got the title track, Master of Puppets. It's a great epic anthem with perfectly melodied thrash in mid-paced parts. It has an excellent acoustic bridge in the middle. It almost sounds like another song until they come back with another guitar attack. This song is just expertly crafted. Track 3, The Thing That Should Not Be. It's an awesome mid-paced atmospheric song with some cool chime changes. Number 4, Welcome Home Sanitarium. It's a great semi-ballad. It's their slowest song up to this point, but it has a great sound and rhythm section. After that, track 5, Disposable Heroes. It's a great epic song with huge sound. It's just absolutely outstanding. Number 6, Leper Messiah. It is a catchy as hell mid-paced anthem. Track 7, it's is an epically crafted instrumental masterpiece, Orion. Uh, in this, they decided to not close the album with the instrumental on this one, which is fine. It's the second to last track, but it is just a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful piece of music. I can't say enough good things about Orion. Following that, you've got Damage Inc., which is the album closer, and it is a great one. It's a great thrash song. It's got a slow intro that builds into a crescendo that doesn't let up throughout the song. It's just awesome. And basically, what this album did is it took the formula that they created on the last album and perfected it. They're even more progressive on this album, and James's vocals are even better. The production on this album is also very good, as they took the production style from Ride the Lightning and basically just added a few level of polish, to that style. But I actually kind of prefer the slightly more raw sound of Ride the Lightning. But it still is extremely good. Now, many people consider this Metallica's finest hour and the pinnacle of their career creatively. It's hard for me to say if this is their best album because all three of the classic albums are so good. Now, it's impossible also to overstate how important this album is to metal in general. It's up there with Black Sabbath's debut, and Iron Maiden's Number of the Beast as far as influence goes. This album is the reason that millions and millions of people became metal fans in the first place. And countless people started playing guitar and formed bands, including many famous bands you may be a fan of. I honestly feel Ride the Lightning, Master of Puppets, and Justice for All part of that same peak. You know, um, now unfortunately, tragedy would strike when they were touring during this album, and Cliff Burton, the bass player, got killed in a car crash, and I'm sorry, not a bus crash in Sweden. When they were on tour, its bus rolled over on this absolute tragedy. Um, now again, this album is an absolute masterpiece for both Metallica and metal in general. If you're watching this, the chances are extremely good that you have it. If by some wild chance you don't, go get this album. It's a must own, and it's a rare, perfect album. I give it 100 out of 100. That's pretty much gonna, bring the conclusion to this thing. If you liked what you saw, please thumbs up, comment, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.